For today, I'm going to show you guys a bit of my upper body dynamic training days. Now, I'm just coming back from a few injuries, trying to get back into a good spot and build some consistency. So the entire goal of this plan is a well-rounded improvements across the board with strength and muscle size. I'm not too sure what the weak points are, so I need to let them shine through with a few weeks of good training. So let's get started. So I've really been liking the Z press as one of my main movements for dynamic days. I'm doing them with a seesaw as well for a few reasons. I'm the type of guy that pushes things way too fucking hard and ends up injuring myself more often than not, so I'm trying to force myself to do things slowly, build up the strength slowly. Forcing myself to do things like seesaw patterns helps a lot with not allowing me to push into the crazy strength territories. Sitting down in a Z press is having more muscles activating, so I'm doing a more functional, well-rounded hit to the body, building strength and coordination throughout, but the output at the shoulder itself is a little bit less, so I can survive a little bit more progression without tearing anything apart. So this is the first working set of the day. Here we go. I think we're progressing this one a little bit faster at this point. Just blew past the rep range, so we're going up to 50s. That last set felt pretty good. No serious discomfort in the shoulder, so going up with the 50s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yours are a lot harder cardio-wise. Alternating between the two changes the whole demand on the core. Turns it into more like a conditioning exercise. Jesus Christ. All right, last one going up. Oh, pretty big rep drop off on that one, but the work is still better than last time. So no complaints. On to the chin-ups. So this is 100% my heaviest assistance work for the whole week. I love pull-ups, so I'm alternating this in with a chin-up pull-down, trying to get a heavier hit to the biceps and mid-back. These are heavy indeed, though. Those are most certainly getting heavier. Definitely the hardest movement of the day. Probably the hardest movement of the entire week because the back is infinitely stronger than the pressing muscles at this point, but it is all coming back nicely. Gonna finish up this day with some decline push-ups to get better shoulder extension going back in after the injury. A little bit of face pulls to get some compression work going, building up the shoulders and traps. And finishing off with some hammer curls and some GPP. It's good fun.